Hello and welcome to our Scorpio New Moon Community Ceremony. My name is Judy Keating, and I get to work with the beloved Bonnie Salomon at Wise Transformation. And at Wise Transformation, we are two women intent on reconnecting elemental wisdom and divine feminine magic back into everyday life. So I'm just glad that you're here, whether you're here live or on the recording. This is just such an auspicious time. We're going to talk about some upcoming events. We're going to call in sacred space. We're going to talk about the timing. And we're going to use the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle, which has now been updated. The deck that I have pictures of is the old version, but it's the same deck. And just wanted to say, if you are interested in getting the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle and you don't have a deck and you want to get it, you can go to lisa-michaels.com. She has both the deck available and an online version available. But our time together will probably be a little less than 60 minutes, but no more than that. And this is a time of deep, deep reflection. Some of the things that are upcoming in January, I'm going to be offering one class called Transformative Self-Healing, which teaches you how to do the CCT protocol for yourself, and Expressing Your Purpose, which is all about using the co-creative blueprint of your soul and the CCT protocol to amp up your creativity, your action, your moving forward, your flow. And as a special start to 2023, I'm going to be offering a reduced price if you take both classes, and they're going to be offered in two weekends in January. Hi, Tara. So great to see you.
Hi, Judy.
Just talking about these two CCT classes that I'm offering in January. Transformative Self-Healing and Expressing Your Purpose. And I'm giving a special bundle price. If you buy both, you save $98. There'll be information about these classes in our upcoming e-zines, but just wanted to let you know that they'll be the first 2 weekends in January 2023. And I also have been offering a Crystalline Consciousness Tree of Life healing series, and I have some incredible testimonials. And thank you, Tara. She says a wonderful offering. I appreciate that. This Tree of Life 6-session package has produced some incredible results. There's incredible testimonials about this bundle on the website. And the testimonials keep coming in about this deep work with CCT that if you do it over time with me, about a 2-month period, there is usually great clearing out of things that might be in your way, and additionally sparking of creativity and vigor for life. I am going to be starting an in-person circle in February in the Atlanta area. The path of the 21st century priestess has been a love of mine. I emerged as a priestess 20 years ago and learned to facilitate this work and have found it to be incredibly transformative. There will be announcements about online international circles as well in 2023, but I did want to put this out immediately because there are women who are already gathering in Atlanta for February 2023. So if you know anyone in the Atlanta area who might be interested in doing this transformative process, especially if you've done it yourself, we appreciate the referral. So you can contact me at judy@wisetransformation.com if you want more information. And lastly for today, I want to tell you about an incredible year-long event that we have coming up. When I say year-long, there's going to be 4 quarterly presentations with 3 different presenters on each of the cross quarter days or around the cross quarter days. So there'll be a dozen presentations in all over the course of 2023. We are very excited about this offering. We're bringing new voices to the table, and these presentations will be briefer because we know everyone is busy and trying to do something for one full day is hard. So these presentations will be about a half day with a break in it. So you'll have time to meet women from all around the world. You'll have time to dance with us and do art and do other incredible activities to energize, connect, and spark your creativity all throughout the year. This is an event being put on by Wise Transformation, and I am just so excited as we begin to formulate the plan for these events in 2023. So just wanted to let you know that's coming. And the incredible Bonnie Salomon will be hosting our community Samhain ceremony on November 1st at 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time. That'll probably be the last time you'll see Eastern Daylight Time on any announcement for a while. Just as a reminder, the weekend of November 6th is when we in the United States fall back. I know Europe's fallback schedule is a little different, but mark your calendars because time with Bonnie is just always magical. And I always leave her gatherings filled up and milking the specific holy day for all that it's worth because of her wisdom. So those are our announcements. I very much want all of us here to open to the living field of creation. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Put your feet on the floor if they're not. Ground yourself. And just pull all of your attention to what's called the Dantian, which is that area just below the belly button. Just as you breathe, ask that all of your energy come back to center for you. Come back to the present moment, right now. And we ask that we have support of the elemental forces of creation. Earth, for tending, for gratitude, for structure and form that enables us to have great containment. We welcome Earth. And water, the life force that is the liquid within all of us. Beautiful, flowing, emotional realm. We just ask for emotional support and safety at this time of tumultuous change. And we thank water. And then air, the winds of change. Very much where we focus our attention, what we envision, the energetic container, the vibrational sound and attunement modalities that we use. We just thank air for all the many, many gifts that air brings. And fire. Transformation of fire, the ability to take action on our own behalf, the ability to use transformational states of consciousness, shamanic journeying, and other abilities to go inward and to go into the multidimensional realm that fire brings. Thank you, fire. And dear precious spirit, each of us is a spark of spirit. We each are a spark of the divine. And we bring our unique gifts, talents, and abilities in co-creation with spirit so that we can become the best version of ourselves. We can share from our overflow. And we can grow in our own wisdom, joy, and belonging. Thank you, Spirit. Beautiful ladies. I'm so glad you all are here. So when we have a new moon, the sun and the moon are aligned in the same archetype, and it's the start of a growing phase. And we are also experiencing an eclipse. So this gives it even more of a boost of energy. Scorpio is the deepest water that is available. It allows us to feel all of our feelings, develop emotional maturity, usually through some trying times or challenges that we're presented with. We can deepen our psychic power, intuition, and sixth sense. We can source life force internally, meaning that we can tap into the regenerative force that we have within us, and we can help to stoke that in the emotional realm so that we can learn to manage intensity and we can release what no longer serves us. It's very connected to sexual energy and bringing shadow to consciousness. Shadow is the parts of ourselves that we don't usually accept. They can be our unconscious or subconscious beliefs or feelings that are running things. And if we can bring that shadow to consciousness, we can be a choice about it. So this is a very important time in the wheel of the year because this is the time when the veil is the thinnest. So it is a time when we have access to multidimensional awareness, not only for creatures and people that have passed, but we also can tap into our own multidimensional awareness. There may be new gifts and talents that are peeking out around the corner or in the dark that are trying to get your attention. So I just invite you to consider that as we look at what you want to focus on in this Scorpio new moon. So I'm going to give us a little music, and it's usually best if you have a couple of things that you are working on. They can be projects that are in process right now, or they can be something new. But you really want to focalize your attention, focalize your vision so that you can take steps toward what you deeply desire. And we can use this deep dive energy to really ask ourselves at soul level, what is it we are yearning for? What is it we truly want? What is it that if we embraced in ourselves, it would truly move us forward? So with that for consideration, I'm going to give you a little music. You can let me know that you're finished by typing in the chat box. And if you'd like to share what you're focusing on so we can support you, that would be wonderful. And it's okay just to type done. Just want to make sure I give everybody enough time to really consider. I wanted to share, thank you, Tara. Tara let me know she's done. I appreciate that. Lynn shares, my moon sign is in Scorpio, planning to be quite introspective about healing from anything in the past or worries about the future, finding what needs to be revealed to me. Beautiful, Lynn. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm just going to give another minute. I think I have one more person with me and just want to be sure they're good to proceed. I'm going to be working on clearing the decks for myself and really focusing on some key intentions, getting ready in this next quarter. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So if you have a Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle, I always invite that you pull your own cards. And again, the deck has been re-released. It's been updated. Same cards, same deck that you all have, but it's been refreshed with a new look. And I just want to make that known because some people who join us don't have a copy of the deck and they've been asking me about it. So if you go to lisa-michaels.com, you'll see the updated deck. And as I said, it's available both in a tangible deck that you can shuffle, or there is an online version. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. And if you've been with me a while, you know that what I do is I pull cards for the collective. And it was quite interesting this morning when I was working on that. So we're going to get started. And we pull them in order of element because it helps us to discern what we need to do in different areas of our life. And I pose a question, and I pulled a containment card from the deck. And the question that I got before I pulled the card was, where do you need to clear more room to grow? And if this question doesn't resonate for you, I just invite you to either ask Earth what you need to know about what your focus is, or any other question that comes to mind that helps you with the earthly plane, the physical realm, you know, your belongings, your money, your home, your business, those things. What resource can Earth be for you? If this question doesn't tap your interest, please come up with your own question and take time to journal about what Earth wants you to know about what you're working on. This is your time. If you need a bit more time, just take what you need. If you're listening on the recording and I move too fast, you can always pause it. I did want to share that Lynn was willing to share, and Kia as well. So let me just, their wisdom, I want to be sure to share with the group. So containment is a good card, as it tells me that with the areas of passion and interest and training I have, I need to narrow down and contain my passions into what really brings me joy and fulfilled mission of service. Beautiful, Lynn. And Kia says, make more room for me, myself, and my own needs. Have been too busy and concerned about others' needs, and I have done my service. So beautiful. That's a great awareness, Kia. Thank you for sharing. So one thing that I got, which is a little bit similar to both of you ladies, is there's some areas that I really need to focus my attention and clear my calendar, give myself more time to create, and be okay with it takes longer than I think it will. So those were some of the things that I got. And containment is a great card for that for me. So don't forget, your calendar is a part of the earth realm. And if you want to accomplish something, if you plan for it on your calendar, you're much more likely to make it happen. And Tara got, I got that I can clear physical space in my home and time for myself and rituals and routines. Yep. So important. So important, Tara. Thank you for sharing that. We really do need to give ourselves time to create our own rituals and routines. They anchor us and they give us support to keep going. Beautiful wisdom, ladies. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so we're going to move on to water. And I pulled the clear, clean, and current card. And this is such a time for deep feelings. So this is a time for you to be honest. You don't have to share everything if you don't want, but what deep feelings need to be felt and accepted and integrated at this time. Self-compassion is really needed at this time. Compassion for all that you have been through, whether it's this year or over the last few years. What deep feelings need to be felt and accepted and integrated at this time. That question isn't for you, doesn't resonate, please ask water what it can do to support you. What do you need in the emotional realm? I'm going to encourage you to drink a lot of water. As you do this deep reflection. Just going to take another minute or two before we share people's beautiful comments. Kia so kindly shared being tired and at the same time gratitude and realizing that there's so much that has been accomplished and is available to feel and do still. So it sounds like a both and thing, but the rest is so important. Thank you for speaking that wonderful word. We need to rest to integrate our emotions. Thank you, Kia. Lynn shares, I need to feel the depth of grief and loss over the deaths of both my parents and my 3 siblings. My moon in Scorpio indicates to dig deeper and find the lessons and opportunities of being in a family with these ailments and how to best serve myself and others through all of this. Yes, Lynn, grief, very much so, needs to be given lots of space, lots of holy ground. Thank you for being willing to share that. I'm processing or resisting processing feelings of deep betrayal, patterns of entitled people betraying me, and also ways I betray myself by enabling them. That's from Tara. And ladies, I just appreciate your honesty. And Tara shares she has a small claims court situation tomorrow. So we just send good, clear, clean, and current emotional energy for that situation to resolve in the highest good, Tara. But each of you, I just thank you so much for speaking into the deep realm of emotions, betrayal and grief, and the deep need for rest at this time. We surrender these to water so that we can use them and feel them at this deep scorpionic time. Thank you again. Just want to grab this comment before we, oh, yes. You're very welcome, Tara. So I pulled the mass consciousness card, and I know that that is a very difficult situation right now. There's so many different emotions and opinions and battles happening in mass consciousness right now, that I felt like the most important thing at the Scorpio time was not only to feel the deep feelings, but also to check in with the story that you're telling yourself about you these days. Are you being self-compassionate? Are you being supportive of yourself? What story are you telling yourself about you these days? That might need some updating and some fresh air. And again, if that question doesn't resonate, you can choose whatever you would like from the vibrational, mental, thought realm to support you with air. Just take a few minutes and really reflect. What story are you telling yourself, or whatever question helps you to get yourself mentally current and maybe separate from mass consciousness, if that card resonates for you. So Kia shares, I know my inner truth and need to take time to hold my vision even clearer and be supportive to myself so I can stand like a rock if needed. Beautiful, Kia. Lynn shares, I'm feeling the stories of propaganda we are witnessing in the mass consciousness. Much fear mongering going on, and I can easily get drawn in until I become more conscious and aware to shift from fear to blessings and know that Spirit is on our side to see us through everything. Beautiful, beautiful, Lynn. I figured out today that my story has 3 words. Be kind to yourself. 4 words, I guess. So Tara says, well, this is a tough one. I'm telling myself all the good, positive things, but vibrationally feeling doubting stories like maybe I don't deserve loyalty, love, leadership, and success after all. Dear Tara. Yeah, be kind to yourself is the only story I'm telling today, even when I'm not doing everything correct. Yeah, dear ones, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and your vulnerability. This is so helpful to so many. So we're going to move on to fire, the transformation action realm. And I'm going to invite us to do something we wouldn't normally do with fire, but I'm going to ask you to put your hands on your low belly, below your belly button. This is where we can tap into what do you need right now? Could be that you need a hug. Could be that you need a laugh. Could be that you need a nap or some food or to dance. So before we ask the question, how can you align your actions with your needs? Let's check in and see if our needs can make themselves known. And if you haven't done this in a while, you might find yourself tearing up a little bit because it requires that we slow the action down. What do you need? And once those needs are illuminated, how can you align your actions with your needs right now? Really important for self-care and for taking actions that nurture us in this very watery time. I know it's on the screen, but I just want to mention I did pull Spark as the fire card for the collective. I wanted to share. Lynn says, hard to tap into my own needs when I feel so fortunate and see so many others around me who are in pain and suffering. Showing up each day, asking how to be of service. And there are so many needs. Everyone has their journey, and just just helping to hold space for their own growth and healing. Well, it could be that the message you're getting, Lynn, is you need to serve. Appreciate that very much. I know we didn't put the music back on, but I just want to give a pause so everybody has a chance to finish. How can you align your actions with your needs? Kia did mention that she was eating, which is why she muted the camera, which I just so appreciate because uh, taking care of ourselves in that way is so important. Feeding ourselves, making sure we're hydrated, doing the simple things. And finally, we move to spirit. Yep, let me get this last comment. Yes, to all the support ideas. What I got was that I need to feel and let these deeper emotions flow. Absolutely, Tara. Commit to meeting my own needs, no matter how small they seem, and asking directly for support. That is so true. Feeling our feelings and asking for support when we're vulnerable or when we need something, doing that ripples out so that other people feel safe to do it. So it's not just a matter of meeting your own needs, it's actually modeling how to take care of ourselves. So thank you, Tara, for that. So beautiful. Thank you all. So we're coming up on Samhain. As you know, Bonnie will be hosting a call. And because the veil between the worlds is thinning as we approach Samhain and the first few days of November, what messages do my ancestors have for me during this time of the veil thinning? And I pulled the co-creation card for spirit. And if that message from spirit or that question from spirit is not an inquiry you want to ask at this time, you can come up with your own. I'm just going to allow you to move with spirit and look again at what you decided to focus on and see how spirit wants to inform you at this time. Okay, as you're getting your messages from spirit, I'm just going to ask us to take another minute to also come together and look at your different messages from earth, air, water, fire, and spirit. The unified field message is just a way to pull it all together to say, okay, I've gotten all this guidance. How can I use it to best take what the elements have given and apply it to my life specifically? So I'm going to just put music on for that. And Tara, I see your message. Thank you. Um, so pulling it all together, you've taken this hour of time for yourself. What are your takeaways? I didn't speak very much into the partial solar eclipse that's also happening tomorrow. But Lynn helped me out there. It says, besides the Scorpio moon, we have a partial solar eclipse tomorrow morning. So I'll be taking into account all the shadows, the secrets, the stories, and integrate them. Sorry, little computer thing. How my life has unfolded up to this present point. Thank you. Beautiful, Lynn. Thank you for reminding me about the partial solar eclipse as well, and all of us. Kia says, the more I am in tune with the natural rhythm, the more power and support I can receive. Need to remind myself that my time is for both myself and others, and that everything is going the way it shall, as long as I commit to doing my best for all that I do. Beautiful reminder, Kia. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Be gentle with yourselves, be tender with yourselves, be kind with yourselves. This is a very, very deep emotional time. So a lot of things can be moving. Give yourself more space and time. So I know I mentioned to you that Bonnie's going to be doing our Samhain call on November 1st. The next call I will be hosting will be for our Taurus full moon community ceremony. And that's going to be on Monday, November 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we will have fallen back in the US. So Monday, November 7th will be our Taurus full moon community ceremony. And I just felt like now would be a good time as we close to just send deep love and support to our fellow women and men across the globe. But don't forget to include you in that circle of humanity. Just take a breath and send deep love and support to you first and then around the globe as we close our sacred time together. I so appreciate each of you, whether you're here live or listening to the recording. And appreciate you all. See your comments thanking me. I appreciate it so much. Wish you a beautiful Scorpio new moon. And I so appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be well, be encouraged. You are enough. Many blessings.